Jumping to tech, huh? We got EU is European Union's getting a little nasty. Yeah, some of this is going to happen. You know, you got tariff battles, all this kinds of stuff, and they're going to find ways to poke at each other. And right now, EU's deciding to crack down on Google and Apple. There's quite a bit to get into on that, and it's not something that's new. They've been
change this real quick. Sorry,
they've been kind of cracking down. I mean, I'm not.
And what we're going to do for this is have a little fun with it.
Okay.
What I should do is go like this. Tell us about the EU crackdown on Google. Okay.
We do a little Grok versus Chat GPT.
Yeah, do a little Grok versus. So
yeah, that sounds like a good
let's
idea.
Take a look here. We'll send it. We'll get Chat GPT up.
Yeah.
We'll send the same prompt.
Exact same prompt, no changes.
And what we'll do is I'll pull them out.
Put them side by side.
Put it back in. To that side. That one there. Okay.
There we go, side by side.
Let's see. Oh boy, this one is
all right.
much bigger than the other one.
Okay, let's see.
That's what she said.
Actions against Google. Here, you want to talk about?
So let's. So the European Union has intensified its regulatory actions against major tech companies, notably Google and Apple, under the Digital Markets Act (DMA), aiming to foster fair competition and curb monopolistic practices by using communist tactics. Oh, it doesn't say that part, but it should.
It should.
And I'm not a
Apple
humongous fan of either one of those countries.
Yeah,
I mean, countries.
Apple would like the communist stuff, doesn't it?
You would think, but
right.
They have been the tightest security-wise, to be fair, of anybody.
Yeah, it's because they're using 1996, text.
They do use really old SATA cables. I know that. So actions against Google, so what do we have here? We have very similar. So Google preliminary findings on March 19, 2025, the European Commission issued preliminary findings accusing Google of breaching the DMA in two key areas. Mm-hmm. It basically says the same thing here. A landmark piece of legislation in 2022. So this gives us, we can see here, Grok gives us a little bit more information. So we kind of find where when that legislation came into play in 2022.
So
it became enforceable in 2024.
So as far as the Google goes, it looks like what their problems are is Google owns Google, and Google says, hey, if you want to advertise with Google, you have to pay Google to advertise on Google.
And Google, pushes their advertisements above people
Search
who
favor.
aren't paying.
Right.
They give favors to their own stuff.
Right.
Well, I mean, duh.
It sounds like any advertising agency.
Any company.
Maybe it's just the mix of advertising and search, maybe. I mean, I can kind of understand where they're coming from on that part.
So we have self-preferencing.
Right. Okay.
Search favoritism.
Okay.
Google Play restrictions. So restrictions on app. Okay. So they're mixed.
Yeah.
European Commission has changed Google with favoring its own services, with favoring its own services, such as Google Flights and search results, potentially giving disadvantage to competitors.
They must have pulled this from the same stories, because a lot of it's pretty similar.
Actions against Apple. So what I have noticed with Chat GPT using both, comparing them, is that Chat GPT gives you a real rundown version, right, and Grok's is a little more. We get a little more information with Grok,
right.
Apple, same thing here, right? We get a little bit more information, even though we have interoperability and App Store policies. We get kind of the same stuff,
right?
But we get a little more info with Grok, it looks like.
Right. So, they both have
historical
value.
Context,
right?
With Grok, broader implications, potentially what's going to happen.
Right.
We have international implications here.
Right. It sounds like with Chat GPT, it's they both have uses, right? Like if you want a quick and easy summary, like maybe Chat GPT is the way to go. But if you want to get deep down inside and actually get all of the information, it sounds like Grok's the way to go. At least on this instance,
This is interesting because we have potential penalties. Google could face up to 10%, and then Apple, 10% of Apple's global. So that's the same here. Potential penalties, 10%. Okay.
Sounds like a tariff by any other name is kind of what it seems like.
They wouldn't call it that because,
right.
That's bad, apparently. That's interesting.
Right.
I would say they both did a good job.
Yeah.
I'll give them 2 thumbs up.
Yeah.
For both.
Pretty good.
In that respect.
And I like that they gave different info, so maybe, still use both.
Yeah. You get a little bit from each.
Yeah.
What I want to try is I pulled something up.
Let's see.
this, I don't know if it's going to work or not, but let's run this real quick and see what happens. Okay, enter first number.
Okay.
2. Oh, the sum of 1 and 2 is 3. Not if you're, well, only if you're racist. Did you know that? So, yes, that's pretty cool. We're gonna play with this.
Okay.
So what we're gonna do?
See who codes. See if
we're gonna ask both of these to write us a calculator app.
Okay.
In Python, and I'm gonna load that app, and we're gonna see if it works.
Nice.
Now, generally, I would do this, but I don't have any IDEs on this computer. So I have to use a web-based IDE, which is onlinepython.com. I have never used it before, so hopefully it works.
You are speaking Chinese to me.
Well, usually, I do actually. Do I have Python on here? Maybe I do. No, it says welcome, so I'm doubting that I have Python on here right now. Yeah. I don't have any. No. Okay.
Is this like snakes on a plane?
What?
Python? Is it like snakes on a plane, or no? It's the wrong one.
Wrong one, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Are
A
you talking to Boku Python?
calculator? No.
No. I don't understand what you're talking about. So Python is a coding program.
In Python.
Or a language, coding language.
Coding language,
Gotcha.
yes. So it's very popular. I'm going to write, I need to pull the exact same, what did I say? Write me a Python. I need to make sure I say the same exact thing to Grok.
What about Java? Isn't Java a thing?
What? Yeah, Java's still there.
Okay.
Yeah, Java's still around.
That's the only one I know of.
Oh boy, there's a billion of them.
Really?
But yeah, I mean, I've used mainly C# because I wrote a lot in Monoscript and of course in Visual Studio with the Unity engine. So they use C# and I also use C++. That's just very common for almost everything you see.
Okay.
I mean, there's tons of things, video games, stuff like that, right? Python is used a lot for automation. You can really automate just about anything with Python, and it's relatively easy to do. So let's see if this will run like this. I don't know if it's going to happen. Okay. So.
All right. So can they...
I'm going to pull this over.
Okay.
So we're going to try Python's first.
Okay. So whose code is this?
This is going to be Chat GPT's code.
Okay.
Okay. So we're going to run it.
Calculator app.
Okay. Select an operation.
Okay.
Go ahead. What would you like to select, sir?
Let's do multiply. I like to multiply.
Okay.
Giggity.
Enter your first number. What is your first number?
6.
Okay. What's your second number?
6.
Okay. Okay, that's pretty good.
That's it. It works. Yeah.
Okay. That's not too bad.
Let's give it a hard one just to make sure.
Okay.
I mean, it shouldn't matter. Right?
A hard one. All right. Sure.
Let's say.
I don't know if they're that advanced yet.
Okay,
sir.
Let's subtract.
What is subtract 2?
Yeah. 15.237. Oh no, then I got to check it.
No, you don't.
No. Okay.
Invalid. Enter numeric values. See, told you don't have to.
Yeah, all right. There you go. Yeah, I don't want to do math. I've been blacksmith. Cut me a break, folks. I've been forging steel all day. Spent a good 8 hours 15. In the forge. Came here to
enter choice. I'm sorry.
Record an episode.
15 and then 2. We get 13. Oh my gosh. Yes. Well, simple math like that's going to be pretty easy. Let's see.
Oh boy, I can't see you typing that.
Oh yeah, sorry. Well,
no.
Oh boy, it didn't really give me a number.
It didn't. No.
Yeah. Oh well. Okay.
No.
Well, basic calculations seem to work fine.
Yeah.
So let's try. I mean, they should both be able to do this, no problem.
Interesting aside, like was it Elon Musk was on Joe Rogan, and I believe that's where he said it. He said we are 5 years away from people being able to make their own AAA games on AI. Can you believe
Simple
that?
Operations. Okay, enter the first number.
Okay.
25.
Okay.
Enter the operator.
Okay.
Okay.
Plus.
I kind of like this more. Let's multiply. And 4. We should get 100.
Wow.
Calculate
I like
again.
this better. Whoever this is.
Yes.
Whose code was this?
First number. 7. Enter operator. Plus 3. Oh, how nice.
I kind of like this one better. Whose code was this one?
This is Grok's.
What
I don't like better, I don't like that it asks me afterwards.
Yeah.
Just because it lags a little. You know,
I do like that.
But I do like the operator. I like entering the number and then the operation and the number.
And then it lists the whole equation. It doesn't just give you the answer.
Yeah. So I like that. I do like that better. So I'm going to say, let's look here. Let's see what they've done. So define calculator. So we have our calculator. Yeah, this is definitely while true. So we have a true statement. It's just a little different, written a little bit different. So if operator, same thing, right? These are the same, very similar things. Okay.
Man, last time I tried to write
did
code.
Did it build in? See, look at this. Do you know what this is right here? We have error handling. Grok wins. 100%. I do not see error handling in here.
So it's like
there's no error handling.
Self-correcting.
See, if we have an error, we have error. Please enter valid numbers. If you mess up, an error has occurred. If the program throws an error has occurred, and it's running its own module right here. So Grok wins 100%
with coding.
Yeah,
interesting.
So that's pretty cool. Yeah, it defined its own class.
You got to explain to people and me what all that means.
It defined its own class here. So basically, this is all inside the calculator.
Okay.
And you can just call calculator. And then when you go calculator, it runs this. Instead of having to, so you could pull this from another program, go calculator, and it would pull the calculator into the program, and all this back end would be in the program. So it's like it's modular coding.
Gotcha.
Whereas this built in a very linear fashion.
Oh, okay.
So it's just like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, straight down the line. Right. Whereas this built it and then built it into a container, so you can use the container over and over again with error handling inside that container.
Nice.
Grok, destroyed it way better.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
both good. Both got it done.
If you got
Grok way better with that.
Yeah. So if you got to write a program, well,
it's pretty cool. So I've used it a lot for writing programs.
So you're like 4 or 5 years away from making your own AAA game.
Sweet. It's awesome. Grok, make me a triple. Okay. Now Grok, make me a AAA game better than Assassin's. Sorry. Oh my gosh.
Oh boy.
Assassin.
There we go. You got it.
Shadows. What's it say? I'm going to change this to. We're going to drop this over here too. Why not?
I'm an AI, not a game development studio. That's funny.
Ask anything.
Oh, it's giving you better games. It's giving you a list of better games. That's funny. That's hilarious. Look at that. That's awesome. Okay. He's giving you a list of games that are better than Assassin's Creed Shadows.
I'm not a game studio. I can't develop physical creation. I'm working on a concept. Okay. So
that's pretty good.
Here's a detailed pitch.
Yeah.
Title, Echoes of the Forgotten. Wow, what did this do? Game concept. Did the same thing.
Oh, okay.
Title, Shadow Empire, open world RPG. Okay.
Huh?
Set in feudal Japan with a darker mythological twist. That way we don't have to have somebody fake write history in Wikipedia.
Right.
That's awesome. Good job, chat.
That's an inside joke on
for the developers. No,
yeah. Assassin's Creed.
I think we talked about that in the first episode.
Did we?
Yeah,
I think
so.
Okay, we'll go back to the first episode and listen so we don't have to explain it again.
Yeah, basically somebody faked history to match
and then
a game.
Backed up their own history by signing in a different different login and tried to back their own selves up to make their version of history look true.
Do you want a full game design document? Also in this game design, right? Look at how deep this goes.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, I would say both are really good. That's pretty cool. You can get your own game design document out of here.
Yeah.
And I'm sure out of here too.
You can give my rating?
It's pretty neat. Yeah, rating. I'm going to say right now, Grok an 8, Chat a 7.
Okay, cool.
So far. But
there you go.
We'll see. We'll keep doing this here and there.
Yeah,
we'll try it out.
Yep.
See how it goes.
Does Elon play his own video games?
Oh, that's a good one too. We got to ask that question.
Yeah.
How do we get new chat out of here? I don't really know how to do that. Right here. Oh, it's the same marker.
Yep.
Does Elon? No, that's not. Dippies. Elon Musk play his, no, I should say level.
Oh, all right.
Level his own
Characters
in
you did better than me.
PoE 2 and Diablo 4.
There we go. Cut and paste. Let's see what it says.
Elon Musk has acknowledged employing account boosting services to advance his characters in both Passive Excel and Diablo 4. In communications with YouTuber Nico Rex, Musk confirmed his practice, stating the talk accounts in Diablo or PoE require multiple people playing the account to win the leveling race. Yes, okay. Elon Musk has admitted the same thing.
Okay, the same thing on the button. Okay.